Chosen one, it's time to shine bright. Time to shine. You've waited, you've wandered, and you've warred in silence. But now, the sky is clear. The time of shadows is fading, and the light that once flickered deep within you is ready to rise. This isn't just a season of hope. It's a divine moment of radiance, a sacred unveiling. You are no longer meant to simply walk through life unnoticed. You are called to illuminate everything that has been hidden, every glow that has been suppressed, every inner brilliance that was dimmed by fear or rejection. It's being released now. Because, chosen one, it's your time to shine bright. Before we begin, I want you to stay with me through this entire journey. This video carries a transmission, and you're here for a reason. Watch till the end, not for me, but for the fire in you that's ready to awaken. Write your warmest wishes in the comment number 99 and 777 as signs of alignment. Like and subscribe to this glory journey, not just because it helps us grow, but because you belong with others who are also awakening to their light. This is a chapter about wishes coming true and energizing the universe. Shining doesn't mean becoming something new. It means revealing what has always been there. You are born with this glow, born with this light. You didn't need permission to shine, but the world around you conditioned you to hide. Somewhere along the way, you learned to play small to keep others comfortable. You learned to shrink in rooms that couldn't handle your brightness. But here's the truth. Your light is not a threat. It's a guide. It's not arrogance to be radiant. It's obedience to who you truly are. This radiance is not a performance. It's not about seeking validation or applause. It's about alignment. It's about knowing you carry something sacred, something heaven-etched, and letting it beam unapologetically. You're not here to fit in. You're here to light up paths for others. Your journey, your scars, your wisdom, your essence, all of it becomes a beacon when you choose to shine. And the time is now, not someday, not when you feel more ready, not when everything is perfect. Now you've survived enough darkness to know the value of light. Every rejection was refining you. Every setback was sharpening your shine. That glow you carry isn't just beauty, it's strength. It's resilience forged in fire. Your light was never ordinary, it was always divine. And now, it's not just flickering, it's blazing. The world is changing, frequencies are shifting, and you, yes you, are being called to the forefront, not to compete, but to illuminate. Not to beg for a seat, but to radiate from within. The enemy tried to convince you that being small would protect you, that being silent would make you safe. But the truth is, it made you invisible to yourself. And the universe couldn't keep watching that happen. So it pushed, it tested, it broke the shell around your shine. The pain wasn't punishment, it was preparation. That heartbreak wasn't the end, it was the cracking open. Because what's inside of you is too powerful to remain hidden. Chosen one, the glow was never gone. It was just gathering strength. This isn't about fame or followers. This is about impact. This is about vibration. You're being asked to rise now because your frequency is needed. Your presence is needed. Not a diluted version of you, the real you, the whole you, the glorious, raw, unfiltered you that remembers who they are. You don't need to wear masks anymore. You don't need to downplay your joy, your genius, your heart. This world needs bold light, not dimmed survival. This world needs souls who remember how to shine. You've always felt like you didn't belong, and that's because you were never meant to blend in. You were meant to rise above, not out of ego, but out of alignment. You've been called to carry light through the cracks of this world, to be a spark in the silence, a warmth in the cold, a lighthouse for the ones still lost. And that calling? It doesn't come with approval. It comes with responsibility. A responsibility to be seen, to be heard, to be felt. Not because you want glory, but because you carry purpose. Your voice is light. Your presence is light. Your truth is light. Stop waiting to be chosen. You already are. Stop asking for permission. You've been cleared. Stop fearing what they'll think. Their opinion can't dim your purpose. You've gone through too much to stay hidden. You've evolved too far to shrink again. And even if the room isn't ready for your light, shine anyway. Especially then, because your glow isn't for the comfort of others. It's for the transformation of spaces. There is a rhythm now in your soul that won't be silenced. There's a vibration in your spirit that refuses to be ignored. You are magnetic, not because of what you do, but because of who you are. You are meant to walk into spaces and shift atmospheres. You are meant to radiate so loudly that your silence becomes louder than their words. That's what happens when a chosen one remembers. You begin to glow in places where you were once invisible. You begin to attract what once ran from you. You are no longer chasing light. You are the light. You are no longer begging for clarity. You are the clarity. When you stand in your truth, the universe bends to mirror it. Opportunities open, souls align, energy moves, because you are a vessel of divine resonance. And the moment you stop holding back, the moment you fully show up, is the moment the world around you starts to shift. Your life becomes a signal, your walk becomes a wave, and everything in your orbit is transformed. The shine isn't something you wait for, it's something you step into. And yes, it will feel unfamiliar. Yes, it will stretch you, but it will also free you. It will awaken a version of you that was buried beneath years of fear, shame, doubt, and guilt. And that version, that's the you the world has been waiting for. That's the you who will walk through doors no one else could open. That's the you who will speak and generations will heal. That's the you who will glow without trying. So, chosen one, rise. Walk like you carry the light of galaxies inside you. Speak like the sun is your witness. Move like heaven is guiding your every step. Because it is. This moment is not random. This calling is not small. And this glow, it's only the beginning. You thought you had seen your brightest moment, but what's coming will outshine it all. Because shining isn't a one-time event. It's a lifestyle. It's a frequency you step into and never step out of again. And right now, you are being elevated into a level of brilliance that not only blesses you, but awakens others. The glow you're walking into has weight. It has presence. It has memory. It's not just for now. It's for everything that tried to dim you in the past and failed. This shine is your evidence. You don't shine to prove them wrong. You shine to prove yourself right. Because deep down, even in your lowest moments, you knew. You knew that one day the light would return. You knew that the silence was temporary. You knew that the dream wasn't dead, just dormant. And now, the awakening is in motion. The glow is breaking through. And what was once your burden is becoming your brilliance. The very thing they overlooked in you is what the world is now being magnetized to. This is not about spotlight. This is about alignment. The right people, the right places, the right timing, all of it is syncing up with your light. You're no longer going to feel like you're too much. In fact, you'll start realizing how much more you were meant to be. No more shrinking to fit in small spaces. No more pretending to be average when your soul is cosmic. Your shine is not a trend. It's a divine signature. It doesn't fade when others doubt you. It grows. It deepens. It expands. Every time you chose to heal instead of hate, you polished your shine. Every moment you loved instead of breaking, you raised your vibration. Every second you kept walking, when quitting looked easier, you added gold to your aura. That's what makes your shine so rare. It's not from ease, but endurance. It's not made of glitter. It's made of grit. You earned this radiance. You didn't steal it. You didn't borrow it. You built it in the dark. And now the world gets to see what God saw all along. You're entering rooms that were once too small for your energy. And this time, you won't dim to be polite. You'll shine in full volume. Not to overshadow anyone, but to remind everyone else that they can shine too. Your glow is permission. Your rise is a ripple. Every step you take in your authentic light tells the universe, I'm ready. Ready for alignment. Ready for overflow. Ready for the kind of blessings that only come when you refuse to play small. Your future doesn't need fixing. It needs your full light. Stop trying to predict it and start preparing for it. Because your glow is calling things into being. You're not waiting anymore. You're drawing things in. That's the beauty of shining. You don't chase what's meant for you. You attract it. You align with it. You become the match for the miracles that once seemed far away. And suddenly, those miracles start finding you. There's a different look in your eyes now. Not because everything is perfect, but because you've remembered who you are. You've remembered what you carry. And you've remembered that your light was never just for you. It was for the world. The more you radiate, the more others awaken. That's why you were chosen. That's why your shine couldn't stay buried. It's not about ego, it's about expansion. You are an initiator, a light starter, a frequency shifter. You don't walk into a room and get lost in it. You redefine it. You don't absorb the energy around you. You raise it. You're not reactive anymore. You're intentional. You're not here to ask for recognition. You're here to recognize yourself. Because when you recognize your glow, everything else starts to shift in your favor. This is a new level of shining. This isn't, look at me. This is, watch what happens when I align. This is power with grace, fire with focus. This is walking in, without needing to say a word, and still being felt. This is your aura speaking before your mouth does. This is magnetic peace, and it cannot be copied. It cannot be taught. It can only be unlocked, and you just did. Your glow will not just change your life. It will echo through generations. It will shift the timelines of people you haven't even met yet. Because when one chosen one rises, everyone in their energetic lineage feels it. You are healing bloodlines by shining. You are rewriting stories by rising. And the best part? You're just getting started. This is not your final shine. It's your first full glow. The preview is over. The main event has begun. So no more waiting. No more wondering if you're ready. No more asking if it's too late. It's not. The light is here. The moment is now. And you are glowing at full power. The shine is no longer subtle. It's undeniable. And it's not just reflecting outward. It's reshaping you from within. You feel it in your thoughts, your posture, your silence. It's in the way you carry yourself, in the peace you no longer have to explain, in the standards you now refuse to lower. This shine is not aesthetic, it's energetic. It's encoded with the battles you've won in secret, with the prayers you whispered when no one saw, with the courage it took to keep believing when everything told you to give up. And now, that courage has crystallized into light, a light that's not meant to flicker in the background anymore. It's meant to lead, meant to guide, meant to blaze new trails in places where fear once ruled. That's what your shine does. It transforms. It awakens. It doesn't just make things visible, it makes things possible. The impossible starts bending in your favor. People feel something different when they're around you. Not because you're performing, but because you're fully present. You've reclaimed the parts of yourself that you once abandoned. The boldness, the softness, the vision, the voice. You are no longer fragmented, you are whole, and wholeness glows, not like artificial light, but like the sun, consistent, warm, life-giving. You're not here to impress, you're here to ignite. And what you're igniting isn't just outside you, it's inside others too. That's the ripple effect of divine radiance. You don't need to announce your arrival anymore. Your presence announces itself. Your light enters the room before your name does. And it's not the result of external achievements. It's the result of internal resurrection. You've risen from disappointment, from betrayal, from waiting rooms that tried to convince you you'd be forgotten. But instead of shrinking, you studied the silence. You learned the rhythm of your own heart. And now, that rhythm has become your anthem. You walk differently now, not because you're arrogant, but because you're aware. Aware of your calling, aware of your impact, aware of the sacredness of your journey. You've cried enough. You've questioned enough. Now, it's time to claim. Not just what's yours, but who you've become. Because this version of you, the one glowing with sacred authority and calm strength, this version is magnetic to miracles, and they're already unfolding. Slowly at first, then all at once. The connections, the clarity, the confirmation. They're showing up now, not as rewards, but as reflections. You're not being gifted this season. You're matching it. You're becoming the embodiment of what you once prayed for. That's what makes this shine so sacred. It's not random. It's not accidental. It's alignment in action. Even the storms that tried to break you are now part of your glow. You've turned turbulence into fuel. You've turned loneliness into wisdom. You've turned waiting into preparation. That's why you shine differently. That's why you're not threatened by the shadows anymore, because you've learned how to glow through them. And now, darkness doesn't scare you. It reveals your light even more. This glow is not a phase. It's your essence. It's the part of you that can't be manufactured, bought, or borrowed. It's earned through inner work, through honesty, through healing, through letting go of who you were told to be and stepping fully into who you actually are. And that kind of glow, it never fades. It only intensifies. You've reached the point where you don't need anyone to tell you you're ready. You know it. You feel it in your bones, in your dreams, in the quiet moments where you used to doubt, and now you just decide. You decide to show up. You decide to lead. You decide to be light in a world that desperately needs it. Because you're not just here for yourself. You're here for those who are still learning how to glow. You're a lighthouse now, not because you have all the answers, but because you've been through enough to be a guide. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present. You just have to keep showing up in your truth. Because your truth is radiant. It breaks illusions. It melts resistance. It transforms rooms. Not by force, but by frequency. Chosen one, you were never meant to blend in. You were born to burn bright. And now, you finally believe it. You finally see that your shine was never too much. It was always just waiting for you to say yes, to stop hiding, to stop delaying, to stop doubting. And now that you have, There's no going back. You've crossed into the glow zone, and everything in your life is about to catch up to your light. You can feel it now, not as a distant hope, but as a living reality. Your shine isn't something you need to chase. It's already here, already active, already reshaping the space around you. The more you surrender to it, the more powerful it becomes. You no longer second-guess your worth. You no longer hold back your brilliance to keep others comfortable. That era is gone. You're done minimizing your energy. You're done translating your light for people committed to misunderstanding it. From here on, you radiate without apology. Your shine speaks before you do. It communicates with the world without a single word. And those who are meant for you, the real ones, the aligned ones, they will recognize that glow instantly. Because light speaks to light. You're not trying to be seen anymore. You're being revealed. There's a difference. One is effort. The other is essence. You've stepped into your essence now, and that essence will draw in everything you thought you had to chase. You don't have to hustle for what you already are. You are light. You are magnetic. You are sacred space in motion. When you walk into a room, energy shifts. When you speak, truth lands. When you pause, silence deepens. That's the power of someone who has accepted their light. It doesn't demand attention. It commands alignment. Your shine doesn't scream. It resonates. It hums like a frequency that only the awakened can feel. And those who cannot handle it, let them fall away. Your light was never meant to entertain the unhealed versions of people who feared their own reflection. Some will be drawn to you, others will be disturbed by you, and both are correct, because your shine is not neutral. It stirs, it reveals, it either awakens or exposes. But you were not sent here to dilute yourself for approval. You were sent here to carry fire, to birth truth, to activate vision in places that have forgotten how to see. Every choice you make from this point forward will carry power. Why? Because you're no longer deciding from fear. You're deciding from alignment, from clarity, from bold inner knowing. And that kind of decision-making changes timelines. It redirects destinies. It reclaims lifetimes of delay. That's what shining does. It accelerates. It doesn't just warm the space around you. It pulls you forward. It burns away distractions. It reveals the path without you needing a map. You no longer ask for signs. You are the sign. You don't wait for doors to open. You are the key. Your light now grants you access to places that logic said were impossible. But this journey isn't about logic anymore. It's about energy, about resonance, about divine rhythm. And right now, your rhythm is vibrating at a level that attracts miracles naturally. You're not forcing breakthroughs. You are the breakthrough. Every version of you that played small is watching you with pride. Every version of you that was told you can't is being rewritten with every glow-filled step you take. You're no longer held back by fear of failure. You've tasted failure, and it couldn't stop your light. You've lived through silence, through misunderstanding, through invisibility, and none of it extinguished your flame. If anything, it made you brighter. This glow you carry now is not naive. It's not fragile. It's not temporary. It is rooted in experience, sharpened by heartbreak, refined by waiting, empowered by grace. You've become someone who doesn't just shine on good days. You shine through the storms. You've learned how to find your light even when everything around you looks dim. That's the kind of radiance no one can copy, because it's not from the outside. It's grown from the inside out. And now, everything is beginning to align with that internal radiance. Relationships are shifting. Opportunities are showing up. You're being noticed, not because you changed who you are, but because you finally stopped hiding. This is what happens when a chosen one embraces their shine. The universe stops testing and starts releasing. The timing stops feeling off and starts feeling perfect. You no longer chase the clock. You move with divine time. You've realized now that you don't shine for applause. You shine for purpose. You shine to remind others what's possible. You shine to illuminate a way forward for yourself and for those still in the dark. Your shine carries healing. It carries restoration. It carries codes of remembrance for others who've forgotten their own light. This is why you had to rise. This is why you had to heal. Because now you can help others find the path, not with pressure, but with presence. Your glow is not a reaction. It's a declaration, a message to every version of you that doubted, that feared, that hesitated, saying, "Look, we made it." And this time, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're not just dreaming, you're activating. You're not just hoping, you're embodying. You've stepped into the reality that was always yours, and now that you're here, everything that matches your light is making its way to you. And there's no going back. There's no more shrinking, no more self-abandonment, no more trying to be digestible for people who are not aligned. You are walking forward, radiant and rooted, soft and unshakable, lit from within, and glowing with the knowing that everything is finally responding to your shine. This light you're walking in now is not a moment, it's a movement, a soul-deep shift, a timeline reset. You didn't just turn on a light, you became one. And now, everything that was once blocked is finding its way to you. Doors that were sealed are creaking open, paths that once vanished are reappearing. It's not magic, it's alignment. Your energy is finally matching your destiny, and that's the real glow-up. You didn't chase the light, you became it, and now the world is responding to that frequency. You're not glowing for show. You're glowing because you've let go. Let go of needing to be understood by people who were never meant to see you. Let go of timelines that weren't designed for you. Let go of versions of yourself that were rooted in fear. And the result? A glow that is clean, pure, whole, the kind of shine that doesn't burn out, because it's not fueled by the outside world, but by inner peace. The thing about this level of radiance is that it doesn't shout. It radiates. It doesn't argue. It influences. You don't have to convince anyone of your value anymore. Your energy says it for you. You don't need to explain your journey. Your glow explains that something sacred has taken place. You've been through too much to waste this light on confusion. You've earned this clarity. And now, your entire life is adjusting to the shine. You're attracting what is worthy of your presence, not because you demand it, but because you finally believe you deserve it. That's what true shine does. It doesn't just change how others see you, it changes how you see yourself. You walk taller. You love deeper. You speak slower, with intention. You don't react to chaos. You respond with calm, because you know the power of your energy now. You know your shine isn't cheap. It's sacred, and not everyone has earned access to it. There is a sacred discipline to protecting your light. Not everyone is meant to be in your glow. Not everyone is equipped to stand near your fire. And that's okay. You're not here to carry everyone. You're here to carry truth. You're not here to convince others to see your light. You're here to let it be seen by those who are ready. And trust this, the right souls will recognize you, not because you sparkle louder, but because you glow truer. And that glow, it's doing something new inside of you. It's making you braver, bolder, quieter in ego, but louder in spirit. You're starting to walk in rooms with your spirit first. Your intuition is sharper. Your discernment is clearer. You're no longer trying to be chosen. You're realizing you were chosen all along. And that realization alone has lit a fire in you that nothing can dim. You're now moving in divine precision. Your steps are sacred. Your no is powerful. Your yes is intentional. This is what happens when a chosen one awakens to their light. The noise fades, the clarity rises, and suddenly, what once seemed like chaos starts feeling like choreography. Every past delay begins to make sense. Every closed door feels like protection. Every moment of isolation becomes initiation. And your light, your real light, becomes unstoppable. You're not interested in popularity anymore. You're focused on purpose. You're not craving attention. You're cultivating presence. This shine isn't about being seen. It's about being felt. It's about carrying frequency. It's about walking into a space and unlocking something in others, not by force, but by simply being who you are. That's the level of light you're on now, and it will challenge people. It will confront their shadows. Your authenticity will stir their masks. Your peace will provoke their noise. But none of that is your burden. Your job is not to shrink for others' comfort. Your job is to stand in your shine, steady, unshaken, sacred. You are not for everyone. You were never meant to be. You are for those ready to remember who they are by witnessing someone who finally remembered who they are. This is your emergence, your luminous return, not the old version of you with surface confidence and hidden doubts, but the whole version, the healed version, the fearless version, the version that walks in light because they are light. That's the version that's walking this path now. That's the one they'll remember, not because you tried to impress them, but because you were real, raw, radiant, free. You've stopped surviving. You're glowing now. You've stopped chasing. You're receiving now. You've stopped waiting. You're walking in it now. The purpose, the power, the path. And it all started when you said yes to the shine. There's a stillness in your soul now, not the kind that comes from absence, but the kind that emerges after everything unnecessary has fallen away. You are no longer trying to prove your light. You are your light. It's not a costume you wear. It's your true form. The shine that once flickered in fragile moments has become your constant glow, unshaken, undeniable. And now, you're no longer asking for alignment. You're walking in it. What's coming next won't be a surprise, not because it's small, but because you're finally ready. You won't be shocked by the doors that open. You won't feel unworthy of the blessings. You'll look at the abundance and know, this is what I was prepared for. This is what I was made for. The shine didn't just happen overnight. It was formed through fire. Every delay was the universe carving space for more light. And now that space is filled with who you've become. This is not the climax of your story. It's the beginning of your divine unfolding. You've tapped into a level of yourself that will never retreat again. You've seen the glow. You've felt the glow. And now the glow is leading you. Every step you take is guided by a frequency that no longer entertains confusion. You don't walk into rooms hoping for acceptance. You walk in as the answer. You are the clarity. You are the signal. You are the shift. What's more powerful than the shine is the peace that comes with it, the quiet knowing, the inner grounding. You no longer seek loud applause. Your inner approval is louder than any crowd. You've learned that silence is not emptiness. It's sacred space where your light speaks. And in that space, You've found yourself. The real you, the radiant one, the one that knows how to move without fear and lead without ego. Now the universe is reflecting that back to you. You'll begin to see versions of yourself in others, people who are ready to shine, but haven't yet given themselves permission. And you will be the permission, not by preaching, not by pushing, but simply by being. That's the secret. You shine the brightest when you're the most yourself. No masks, no filters, just light, and people will feel it, even the ones who can't name it. They'll remember your energy long after you've left the room. They'll recall the calm in your voice, the depth in your eyes, the power in your silence. Because your shine isn't just what they see, it's what they experience. You've become an atmosphere, a vibration, a presence. You are no longer a visitor in your own life. You are fully here, alive, awake, glowing. Every move you make from now on carries intention. Not perfection, but purpose. You're not afraid of mistakes anymore, because you've seen how even missteps can lead to expansion. You're not afraid of loss, because you know what remains is what was always meant. You're not afraid of darkness, because now you are the light. There is a rare kind of power in someone who knows who they are, but doesn't need to announce it. That's you now. You don't need loud declarations. Your walk is the announcement. Your peace is the evidence. Your alignment is the message. You've become fluent in the language of energy, and everything around you is adjusting to match your frequency. So keep glowing. Keep choosing yourself. Keep walking in rooms like you belong, because you do. Keep honoring your light, not for validation, but for vibration. Every time you choose to rise in your truth, you activate someone else to rise in theirs. This is the chain reaction of real shine. It liberates more than just one soul. Let this be the moment you fully own your glow. Let this be the chapter where you stop dimming, stop delaying, stop waiting for someone to give you the green light. You are the light, and the world needs you fully turned on. No more flickering, no more hesitation, no more almost. The stage is set. The moment is now. And you, chosen one, you are ready. Shine. Shine like everything in your life was preparing you for this, because it was. There's a difference between shining and rising in your shine. One is about visibility, the other is about elevation. And now, chosen one, you are not just glowing, you are rising. Rising into places your ancestors dreamed of. Rising into frequencies your younger self couldn't even imagine. Rising into levels of clarity, confidence, and creativity that come not from hype, but from healing. This is the rise of the shine, and it is sacred. This isn't a light show, it's a light shift, a vibrational upgrade. You are no longer operating from the low frequencies of survival. You're not just getting by, you're ascending. You're not just showing up, you're shaping reality. The shine has now become your foundation, your identity, your rhythm. And with every step forward, it rises with you, like a tide, like a dawn, like destiny arriving on time. What does rising look like? It's not always dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's as simple as choosing peace over proving yourself. Sometimes it's walking away from what dims you, not because you're better, but because you're brighter. Sometimes it's choosing to stay soft in a world that told you hardness was the only way to survive. This shine rises in layers, in silence, in strength. There's a new gravity to your presence now. People don't just notice you, they feel you. Because rising in your shine pulls everything upward. Your words lift, your eyes speak, your smile heals. That's not charisma, that's alignment. It's what happens when your light has been tested, tempered, and trusted. You didn't skip steps. You didn't fake it. You rose slowly, with scars and grace, and now that shine has roots. You've become a different force entirely. You no longer chase light outside of you. You generate it from within. You wake up glowing without needing a reason. You move through the day, radiating not because everything's perfect, but because you are in partnership with your path. You know that even the struggles are sacred. Even the delays are divine. You don't resist the climb. You rise with it. And the higher you rise, the clearer the vision becomes. You start seeing through illusions. You stop clinging to false safety. You don't need to control anymore. You trust your shine to guide. Because it's not just beauty. It's not just magnetism. It's intelligence. Your light knows where to go. It draws the people, the opportunities, the next steps. All you need to do is keep rising. It will get lonelier sometimes. The higher you rise, the fewer people understand the altitude. But that's okay, because you're not looking for crowds anymore. You're moving with clarity, with purpose, with presence. The shine has taught you how to be okay without being seen, so that when you are seen, you don't flinch. You own it. You hold it. You honor it. This new level of rising doesn't come with noise. It comes with depth. You're no longer looking for surface-level anything. You want soul-level connections, divine assignments, realness that resonates. You don't need 10 options. You just need the right one. That's the mindset of someone who has risen in their shine. You don't spread yourself thin. You pour your light where it matters. Every elevation you're experiencing now is a direct result of choosing to stay faithful to your shine. When no one clapped, you still glowed. When no one believed, you still burned. When the world said, "Not yet," your soul whispered, "But still, I rise." And that rising is what created the radiance. That rising is what made the shine real. And now, the glow is undeniable. You've stepped into a divine spotlight. Not one built by platforms, but by presence. You no longer ask the world for permission to exist in your power. You show up, glowing, grounded, and God-backed. You speak with the kind of calm that shifts atmospheres. You move with the kind of certainty that makes hesitation disappear. You rise, and others rise with you. Not because you told them to, but because your light reminded them it was possible. This is the new standard. This is the new season. This is the rise of the shine. You are not returning to who you were. You are rising into who you were always meant to be. And the view from here? It's just the beginning.